Welcome to Search for Signs. My name is Gary Willing. If this information interests you, please press the like and subscribe button and press the bell for notifications. Now, quantum physics would tell you that everything in life is made up of energy, right? Now, some people believe it, some people don't. Some scientists believe it, some scientists don't. But, quantum physics is starting to prove on paper that everything is made up of energy. Now, they're a little late to the party because the masters have been talking about the truth that everything in the universe is made up of energy for hundreds and hundreds of years. But, of course, humanity needs to see it in order to believe it. They can't just be simply told a truth and, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's go with it, right? Nope, they got to be able to see it on paper. And the science that everything is made up of energy is not going away. It's only going to become more and more mainstream, more and more in all aspects of our life, the way that we travel, the way that we view our medicine, and the way that we heal the body and so forth, the way that we communicate, will all be revolutionized by the truth and the knowledge that everything is made up of energy. And of course, Maitreya and the masters will be teaching this long into the future, will be based on this. And it will get, obviously deeper and deeper and deeper into the knowledge that everything's made up of energy. Now, the three things that I think will, in conjunction with everything's made up of energy, the knowledge or the truth that everything's made up of energy, but the three realizations that will be coming very soon to, a household near you that will totally revolutionize the way that we view not only ourselves, but our place in the world and our place in the cosmos, but the way that we relate to one another. The three things that will totally transform it. One, in the very near future, not too distant future, there will be either a scientist or a group of scientists, probably more than likely a group of scientists, that will discover on paper that the human soul exists, and that we're not just bodies. We're not just synapses, electrodes in the brain, going off. There's actually more to us than that. That we're actually a soul. They'll discover it scientifically somehow. Don't ask me how, because that's not my gig, But they're probably working on it now. Just haven't got to the point where they discovered it. Two, when Maitreya, who's out on TV now, but not claiming to be Maitreya, but when he's become known more and more for who and what he is as a master, as the master of all the masters, and then these masters start to become known, like the Master Jesus and the Master who was Paul and the Master who was John and so forth. The realization that there are higher and higher kingdoms above humanity. We're not even the top on this planet, let alone the top in the entire cosmos, will change the way that we view ourselves. And that we're working toward that. That it will takes many lifetimes to get to that. But these beings who are already there already went through everything that we're going through. It's just that they actually went through it a little faster from our perspective than what we're going through. Now, time doesn't really exist, so it's all happening now, so it doesn't really matter who gets there first or second or third or 150,000th. It doesn't really matter. It's just, we'll all get there eventually, right? And then lastly, as the existence of the space brothers from the other planets become more and more mainstream and more people know this scientifically, that will change, of course, the way that we view ourselves, not only in the cosmos, but the way that we relate to one another, the way that we relate to our planet and so forth. So I say this to say that, I've said in many of my videos that the reappearance of the Christ, or the return of the world teacher and the masters of wisdom, is nothing less than the total transformation of not only your heart and mind, but everyone on the planet's hearts and minds. And it will revolutionize and totally change the way that we think and relate and view ourselves and so forth. Totally. And so the reappearance of the Christ is not the end. It's only the beginning of our sojourn and our path on this planet. Really, because we've just been kind of just fumbling around for a long time. Now it's going to change that in a way. It's, you know, in a very significant way, it's going to be changed. And that's what excites me, actually, is the transformation of the hearts and minds of humanity more than anything else. And so it'll change our structures. Of course, we can't have half our world living in luxury and the other half living with nothing, you know. And so it'll change the way that we do those things. It will change our medicine, but also the knowledge that everything is energy will change even the shapes of our buildings and our cities. And you might question and say, well, what does that have to do with anything? Well, I mean, shapes have power too. And if you don't believe me, just travel to Egypt sometime and look at the pyramids of Giza. Because they're aligned, that shape of the pyramid is aligned north to south perfectly, it actually can transmit, and it steps down what's called emotional or astral energy. Not a very highly evolved energy, but just at the time that was the most that humanity could use. So that's why they built those shapes to help. It was beneficial to the humanity at the time. Now, the pyramid shape is actually kind of antiquated from where we're headed, not only in the very near future, but long into the future, because the astral emotional energy pretty much everybody on the planet can use. Just get somebody upset and riled up and you'll see what I'm talking about, right? Now, as we move into the future, the buildings of the cities will, like I said, will take on shapes that will not only store energy, but will help to transmit spiritual energy. So the science of energy knows no bounds, really. It goes on ad infinitum, really. You know, our medicine will change. The way that we do like heart and liver transplants, so forth. Those organs will be created by light energy and then put into the body to help heal the body and so forth. And, you know, have synthetic blood and so forth. So the technology that we're moving into based on the knowledge and the truth that everything is energy is going to transform our technology. You see what I'm saying? So these masters, when you see them on TV, again, their teaching will be very, very down to earth and very practical, but it's just the start of the realization that everything in life is energy. And as always, take action. Help SOP save our planet. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to talking to you again in future videos. Have a great day.